Good morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan pre-market view. Indian markets had a fabulous rally yesterday on the back of progress over monsoon as well as global markets which rallied very sharply. The rally on the global markets was on the back of optimism on the progress on Greece steel. Indian markets put on over 400 points gain on Sensex and Nifty was up by about 128 points on close. Even the global markets, that is Dow, Nasdaq and S&P, had a very sharp rally on the back of this Greece progress as well. Dow closed up by close to 103 points, Nasdaq was up by about 36 points and S&P put on 12 points gain. Even the European markets were sharply up by 2.5 to 4% in trade yesterday. If you look at the cues right now, they continue to remain positive. Most of the Asian markets are trading higher. Nikkei is up by about 1.5% and most of the other Asian markets are up by half percentage point. SGX is indicating a positive opening by 10 points. If you look at the flows from FIIs were very positive yesterday. In the cash market, they were buyers to the tune of 651 crore. They were buyers of 1418 crores on the index future, one of the largest buying in the last 20 days. And DIIs were small buyers of 94 crores on cash market. Now given this overall optimism and a positive opening today, let's have a view from our derivatives desk as to how markets are likely to behave after opening up.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Extended their northward journey for the 7th straight trading session, the Indian benchmark indices witnessed an enthusiastic performance in yesterday's trade. As we have seen, the Nifty started the session with gap-up opening of around 20 to 25 points. Later, it continued to trade higher and broke the psychological mark of 8,300 in yesterday's trade. Especially banking sector was the star performer in yesterday's trade, due to which we have seen a rally from 8250 odd levels to 8375 odd levels in Nifty futures, and ended the session at 8353 levels with a significant gain of 1.40%. In this period, we have seen that short positions were spurred up by market participants as open interests decreased by 3.71% from 1 crore 83 lakhs to 1 crore 76 lakhs. Approximately 6.80 lakh shares were reduced in open interest and Nifty futures price increased by approximately 116 points. On the other hand, Nifty cost of carry decreased significantly by 99% from 9.36 to 0.07%. On the options front, PCIs increased significantly by 10% from 1.04 to 1.14, which is clearly indicating that put option has seen good build-up in yesterday's trade. We have seen that put option has added approximately 58 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has reduced approximately 9 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was up by 2.65%, though market was up, India VIX was also up and finally closed at 15.49 odd percentage. In the options activity, we have seen that huge amount of reduction was seen in 8,300 call option. It has reduced approximately 30% shares in open interest, and that activity was shifted to 8,400 call option and 8,500 call option. 8,400 call option has added 6% shares in open interest. Also, 8,500 has added 19% shares in open interest. Still stands with highest number of shares in terms of open interest. On the put option side, significant amount of build-up was seen in 8,300 put option. It has added approximately 154% shares in open interest. Also, 8,200 put option has added 17% shares in open interest. Looking at the overall options activity, huge build-up was seen in 8,300 put option. It is a good sign for the market. Also, call option 8,300 has reduced significant number of shares in open interest. That means people are shifting their positions from lower strike price to higher strike price. It is a positive sign for the market going ahead. On bank period front, there are 5 securities in today's bank period. One is Antec Lotto, second is Century Textile, third is India Real Estate, fourth is Unitech and fifth is Dish TV. Yesterday, FIs were net buyers of 1417 crore index futures. We have seen that FIs also have squared up their short positions in yesterday's trade as open interest decreased by approximately 6%. They were net buyers of 1,959 crore index options. They were net buyers of 779 crore in stock futures. They were net sellers of 131 crore in stock options. Overall, they were net buyers of 4,000 odd crores in future and option segment. A 5-day CVM stands at 8175. Lower range for the market would be 8175 and higher range would be 8300. But currently we are trading up by 9 points at 8361.50. We may see more upside in the market in today's trade. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let's look at the trading ideas for the day. First one being Bharti Airtel. Now yesterday there was a big announcement which was made in the energy sector. Japan's SoftBank said that it would invest close to $20 billion along with Bharti Enterprise and Foxconn in setting up solar power parks in India. Now, this could have a positive rub-off effect on Bharti, and one can long Bharti with stop loss of 417 for potential upside of 436 and above that at 441. Today, there is a SEBI meet which may pave way for foreign investment in commodity derivatives. Now, in case this proposal does go through, there could be a positive impact on MCX, and one can long MCX with stop loss of 1027 for potential upside of 1075. As per media reports, Unitech has delayed salary payment to its employees. Now, this could have a negative sentimental impact on Unitech, and one can short Unitech with stop loss of 8 rupees 75 paise for potential downside of 7 rupees 25 paise. Moving on to important news update, GVK Power and Infrastructure Limited has yesterday told that it has received a notice from AP Transect to buy out its 270 megawatt power plant, which is placed in East Godavari district under the power purchase agreement provision which was made earlier. Kane India's minority shareholder do not see the deal in their interest. Also, as per media reports, government too may chip in with riders because of the concern over energy security. Hero Group is diversifying into electronics business through Hero Electronics. The company has also bought out the set-top box manufacturer MyBox and will invest close to 500 crore rupees into this venture. GSEC yields have dropped as RBI proposes to set the limit for foreign investment in GSEC. INR instead of USD. Now this is positive read through for certain PSU banks which have higher exposure to GSECs. City Union Bank is planning to raise 500 crore via QIP. Reliance Jio has received a provisional nod for TV distribution thing. Now this will intensify the competition in the current distribution space and could have a negative rub-off effect on companies like Gateway, Den and City Cable. Also, this move would be positive for TV18 as TV18 is a wholly owned subsidiary of Reliance. In order to tap the booming e-commerce market, ICICI Bank yesterday has tied up with China's e-commerce giant Alibaba to provide easier finance to small and medium enterprise in the country. Now, JSW Steel is looking to drastically reduce its import of iron ore in FY16. This is because the domestic output is pegged higher at 170 metric ton as many mines reopen in Odisha, Goa and Karnataka. Also, Jubilant Life has received US FDA nod for antibiotic drug levofloxacin. Moving on to the watch list for the day that we created, stock with positive bias we have Voltas and Z, and stock with negative bias we have Havells. Stocks that we like for long-term investment we have Aditya Birla Nuvo, Axis Bank, Ashok Leyland, L&T and TCS. Thank you friends, that's it that we have in today's trading session.